Of course, CoinWins back again. Justin Blends. Look, I don't believe that gold is done. It may still have a chance to run. Let's take a look at some of the changes and some of the evolutions, or maybe just the new findings that are happening on Base, because right now it is AI agent self-hosted AI assistant time. Even on Bitcoin, we actually have collections that are launching that are AI agent only mints. So literally, it means that if you want to mint this collection, you have to get an AI agent to do it for you. That's why I've been talking about all this stuff lately, and it's just to give you an idea of what's going on to keep you up to date. As you know, I've been saying 74 for months. Yeah, this says 2 months ago, but it's actually been around 4 months, maybe even longer for the community. So definitely join the community right there. And I will be hosting an event on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But let's go in, because I want to talk about something as well when it comes to AI and why this platform Bankr has been so bullish, and it's actually hitting these angles on my chart exactly, well, more or less, as I dare I say, predicted. Now, these predictions are not based on just some random information or thoughts or belief or FOMO or just whatever. It's based on actual facts on the chart. The pattern is not playing out exactly, but the idea is still there. Could we see a move to the upside? Absolutely. Like I've been saying in the community, February 12th, 2026, watch for a change in market direction, and it could be up. I'll explain that in a minute. And if you want to know more about this, if you want to actually join the live webinar Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to actually get a navigational upper hand on the markets. And it's got a lot to do with studying the market maker moves. So if you are struggling finding the right assets to invest in or the right timing, because that is one of the trickiest things I find, it's the timing. People are struggling with the timing of the market. This is the place to be. So let's look a little bit deeper and explain to you why Bankr has been so bullish and why I've been talking about it on the calls in the community. Okay. And I'll be honest, it's hard for me to update all the time on this platform. I do the calls randomly at any time in the community. And if you guys want me to go live on YouTube more often, then of course, let me know in the comments, and I will, because we've been bullish on Bankr for a while. And that's because even Base understands the power of Bankr. They have integrated Bankr directly into the Base app, like I've mentioned many times in the past, you know. But now, thanks to OpenClaw and all of this Molt agent work, the year of the lobster must be, like I've said already, actually Base is commenting about OpenClaw, tagging OpenClaw, sharing Bankr more, sharing Clanker more, Bankr Bot, Clanker World. Look at this, LobChain AI, LobChain AI, Molt book, Claude Vine. There's just 4Claw. There's just so much to do with this Claw and Molt. As you see, it's all over the place. Base is talking about this. And of course, a lot of this is being integrated directly through Bankr Bot. So of course, the value of Bankr is going to keep exploding while everything, it's not really exploding. It's a decent, healthy move, a good 200 or 300%. Just since January 12th, it's about a month to date, a good 200-300%. And we've got much more room to grow and to go. Why is that? Look at the liquidity in this pool, $415,000 of liquidity. It doesn't take very much to multiply this asset by 100%, or 2x, 100%, 300%. It doesn't take that much. And if you want to know more, again, join the community, right? Go to CoinWins.app and play the gamified experience. Learn about why these liquidity pools being so tiny is so powerful and so bullish, right? A lot of us are looking at Zora. I think Zora is a great project, super fantastic, but there's more downside. And even on a lot of exchanges, Zora is on price discovery to the downside. This is not bullish. So I've got targets on Zora that are around 17 to 19 cents ish, but then also down around 1 penny, essentially in this zone. We will likely see price come there. So I personally won't be touching any Zora. I'll still be posting on the platform though. So if you guys know how to find me, check me out on Zora. It's totally fine. It's fantastic and fun to be over there. But continuing with Base, as you see, more Base, the real actual Base is showing you about Molt Road. They're showing you about everything Molt and Claw, Virtual's protocol. Base knows something If they know something, look, they're writing about Bankr Bot. I mean, they clearly know something. This is the deployer of the Bankr Bot right there. Clanker, again, you know, I don't want to dwell too much on this, but guys, I'm just showing you what's happening on base. And I said base season's here. Yeah, maybe I was a little early to talk about base season. That was 3 months ago. That was at the end, you know, the market has dropped a lot, but base season begins. I said it for a reason. I saw where the money was flowing. We saw, of course, JP Morgan get into base. And slowly but surely, things have progressed to where we are today, where most of the AI agentic commerce is happening on base with things like X402, which we've already talked about in these earlier videos. I do my best to give you guys the information as soon as I find it, but it's not always that easy. Okay, now let's talk about gold a bit. Like I said, I don't believe gold is done just yet. I believe this fast move down with an equally fast move up is an equalizer. And I don't believe that we're done with gold, because this market, not just because, but this market has done something very unique with the president and everything that's going on. People had assumptions. They don't really know what's actually going on. And I strongly believe that we're going to see something even more shocking in this world. So bigger dumps come with bigger bounces, right? The downside helps you to rebound higher and stronger when you actually do get that trajectory and that impact. Now let's look at Bitcoin. I do see price coming down a little bit lower, but still we got active in this range. About 59, 58 something is what I got active, 59 something, essentially under 60K. And if you were part of the community, I'm just saying you guys are part of the community right here, don't get me wrong. But like I said, sometimes it's tough to get on immediately. So if you want me to do lives more often, by the way, I'm thinking about it already, then you have to let me know. Give me some energy back, because I'm sharing this with you guys and it's cool. I'm totally fine to do it, but essentially 59 to 60K, totally in. And because I told you, I don't want to keep saying I told you, but I told you, right? In this video right here, I said, look, there's something going on with ordinals. It's very slow in the markets, but if you want to get ahead, this is how we got ahead with BRC20s way back. You know, in some of the earlier videos, this is how we got, and this is how we knew that runes would just be a dump. Okay, this is how we knew the sad truth about runes. This is how we knew about what was going on with these Bitcoin layer 2s, and we believed there was something going on, but also we were cautiously bullish in the sense that, is the liquidity going to spread? Is it even necessary? Or is just being directly on chain with Bitcoin the way to be? And we've seen that Bitcoin had a huge run up compared to most tokens. All these undervalued tokens that people thought were so cheap and this and that, where did they go? Bitcoin went from, you know, let's say 17,000 to 126,000, while your favorite altcoin went from, you know, $2 to $1.80 and maybe $4 max, right? So guys, check me out over here, of course, all the time. Let's win together as usual. We used to say blockchain freedom, but we know what that really means. It means to take responsibility for your investments. It means to take responsibility for your research. We dive into the patterns, the timing, and the levels on a technical side. We follow the market maker to make sure that we are making money and profits alongside the market maker. And then we do our fundamental analysis to make sure that we are in the right tokens. But it's all about timing. Catch you in the next one.